So in this video, I'm going to be dealing with the website Pollev. Pollev is just a very simple and more importantly, very quick way to gather data from your students. Pollev might be something you use as a ticket out the door, maybe as an opening assignment to start the day off, or maybe even a quick formative assessment. And again, it's just polleverywhere.com. So this is what the homepage looks like. Notice you can log in or sign up if you choose to. For the purpose of this video, I'm not going to create an account. I've got one, but I'm not going to log in, just to show how quick and easy it actually is to get started with Polleverywhere. So on Polleverywhere's website, I'm just going to start by selecting to create my first poll. When you click create your first poll, you're brought to this screen where you can just immediately start typing in a question. Now Polleverywhere, what it's going to do, I'm going to type in a question, I'm going to type in some choices, and then students are going to be able to respond any way they want. They can respond texting in a code, so they can actually text using their phones if they don't have access to the internet, but they can text message. They can text in a response. Or if they're on a device that can get onto the internet, well then they can go to a website and they can respond this way as well. So let's just make a question. We'll just call it test question. Here's my question. Now once I type in my question, I've got a couple of choices. I can make it an open-ended question, I can make it a multiple choice question, or I can make it a clickable image. And I'm not going to deal with clickable image in this video. Feel free to dabble in that, to mess around with that if you choose to, but mainly I just work with open-ended multiple choice. If you select an open-ended question, your choices for responses, it'll display the response as a text wall. So each time students respond, it'll just come up as a text and it'll go down a wall. You can make it a word cloud, a cluster, or a ticker. And so these first two are the ones that I use most often, but these two can be useful in certain situations. The word cloud is particularly neat. If you don't know what a word cloud is, it just puts all your words into a cloud, and the words that are used the most often are the words that their size is the largest. The words that are used the least amount, well, they're very small words. So that's a pretty neat one. And text wall, like I said, is just a wall of text. But let's deal with multiple choice. Your default choices for multiple choice are true and false, but you can change those easily. We'll just change these to test 1, test 2, and we can add answers test 3, and test 4. Notice something cool here. You can actually add pictures as well. So if you wanted a response to be a picture, you could add a picture. So I think I'm done here. I've created my first poll. I made the poll question here. I changed it to a multiple choice. I added my answers. And if I wanted to, I could create another poll, but I'm not. I'm just going to stick with this one question. So I'll click create. My next screen is this. This is my home screen. The way students respond once I've created my poll, like I said, they can text message in. So if they have a phone they can text, they're going to text to this number, 22333. Now what they text to that number will be the code for the answer that they choose. So if they think the choice is test 1, they'll text in this number. If they think the choice is test 2, this number, test 3, this number, test 4, this number. And as they text in an answer, it updates in real time up here. So if a student texted in 37766 to the number 22333, well then this choice would immediately update with one response. So that's the first way students can do it. They can just text in a number. They can text in on their cell phones or using an app they can text. The second way they can respond is if over here on the right side of the page you click how can people respond, you have this choice private link. So I'm going to open this in a new tab. If students wanted to, they could go to this website, polleverywhere.com/multiple, all this. They could type in this URL to a website. They would be given this exact screen, and on this screen they could vote. So let's say the student thought the choice was this. They would click it. They've received my response. Now if I go back to my Polleverywhere, notice, like I said, it's updated in real time. Well, now I see that somebody has voted for this choice. Something neat, if a student goes to vote more than once, you can't. You can change how many times students can vote, but you can make it to where they can only vote one time as well. So they can't vote anymore. And like I said, it is needed updates in real time. Now, just as a refresher, what I did, I clicked how can people respond on the right side of my page. I opened up this private link in a new tab, and then I was given this website. Now, like I said, students can type in this entire website if you think they have time, but something that you might do, you can post this website on your teacher webpage, on your learning management system, so maybe It's Learning, or something even easier is if we just get this URL, we copy the URL, and then we paste it into a QR code generator. I'm just using GoQRMe. Well then, students can just scan this QR code and it takes them to the website now. So as long as the student has a QR code reader on their device, you can just make a QR code, you can print it out, maybe post it up on your whiteboard, and students can just scan it and take the poll that way. So that's Poll Everywhere. Again, a very simple, quick, and efficient tool to just gauge student performance on something. So you could just put a simple question, a review question after you've given a lesson for the day, and you have students respond, and you get to see sort of where students are. Very beneficial and very useful tool. And that's Poll Everywhere.